Look at this. I could be hitting 3 people right now. I could be hitting the entire enemy team right now. But I can't. Oh, this is just awful. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is AndrewChicken, and welcome back to another video. There are a lot of talents in Paladins, of course, 3 for every champion. That's 150 talents in total. But not all talents are as good as the others. There's a lot of really strong talents in the game, like, for example, Exterminate Furia, which is probably too strong, honestly. And then there's a few weak talents. And there's one talent in particular that I think is one of the worst, if not the worst, talent in the game, and that is Slug Shot for Ash. This makes your weapon shots travel 50% faster and 100% farther, but they no longer explode. Now, this does seem like a pretty decent benefit at first, but as we're going to see, it's really not that good, and it is actually a detriment to Ash's gameplay in most cases. So of course, normally when you pick any of her other 2 talents, like Fortress Breaker, you're using the Indomitable card, which gives her 50% lifesteal. This is a really good card, because of course, 50% lifesteal is insane pretty much on everybody. And even though Ash's damage per second is only around 444 damage per second, 400 damage every shot, that's still 222 healing per second, or 200 healing every shot, and it's amplified if you hit multiple people. So, you know, we hit Fernando here for a bunch of damage, 400 damage, and we're also hitting Ying for a little bit of extra damage. Could do the same thing to Victor, they're a little bit closer together, and look at all that. So, we're getting lifesteal from both of these guys. We're getting lifesteal from Victor, we're getting lifesteal from Ying. With Slug Shot, you're limiting yourself to only getting lifesteal from one person, and, you know, you're just losing out on that extra sustain. But also, if someone is behind cover, like, say for example I want to shoot around cover and hit this Ying, I can shoot around cover and hit this Ying all day long with Ash's regular weapon. Admittedly, it's not doing that much damage, but it's still doing some damage. And what that means is we're still applying Cauterize, because if you're not buying Cauterize on Ash, you're doing it wrong. So, we can still apply Cauterize for behind cover with Ash's normal weapon. We can still do damage with Ash's normal weapon from behind cover like this. And of course, again, even more lifesteal. So those are 3 huge benefits to Ash's main weapon. Now of course the one drawback is the range, right? Check this out. We're not doing nearly as much damage, and at this range we're not doing any damage at all. So she does lack damage, but I mean, her AoE is massive. You're spreading out Cauterize like crazy because it's an AoE weapon. You've got that covered now, you've got that lifesteal. Now, if we go to Slug Shot, you can see that, yeah, well first of all, you can see I don't really have a build for it, because why would I have a build for Slug Shot? We can go this build, I guess, no support. You can see that, yeah, we can shoot from a longer distance, right? We're still hitting things at this distance. And once we get about to this distance, yeah, we stop doing damage. So like right about here. So that's a pretty decent damage increase. I mean, or range increase. Like, don't get me wrong, that's pretty good. But, I mean, if we want to go behind cover like before and hit this Ying, we can't. We want to apply lifesteal to multiple people, we want to apply Cauterize to multiple people, we can't. So like if we're on point, fighting people, right, say I'm fighting this Fernando, and someone's standing next to him like another tank or a healer or something, we're still only shooting the Fernando. If we're fighting a barrack and he puts down a turret, I'm only doing damage to either the turret or barrack. I can't do damage to both. It's just, in close quarters, this talent is absolute garbage. And yeah, there's just rarely circumstances where you'd ever want to use this talent. Like, it's only useful on a few maps in the first place, like Timbermill is the primary example. But even still, on Timbermill, I mean, look, it reaches. Like, you can go, oh, excuse you, you can still, you know, from the front of the point, easily reach some people up there. And while you wouldn't be able to hit back there unless you step off the point, still, I mean, you can hit up on those ramps just fine. Also, holy crap, can you leave me alone? Please go away. You're so annoying. Oh my gosh. But the thing about Ash's damage, though, is that you're not really killing things with Ash's damage. It's only 444 a second, which is on the extreme low end. So when you're shooting things normally, you're pretty much only applying Cauterize and helping your team kill things, because you're a massive Cauterize spreader. The only time you're really doing things and bursting people down is with your burst combos, like this, for example, where, you know, you hit with the shoulder bash, you hit people with, you know, 400 before the shoulder bash, 400 after the shoulder bash, and you're bursting squishies down like that. But if you're in range of the shoulder bash, then you're in range to hit her primary shots. So what's even the point of Slug Shot when you're doing this burst combo? There is none. That's the point. So the only reason you go Slug Shot is to tickle people up there for 444 damage per second and lose out on all that area damage, lose out on that, cover denial, lose out on the lifesteal bonuses and benefits that you get by hitting multiple people. You just lose out on so much, and the only thing you gain is tickle range. It's not worth it, but we're going to be going ahead and trying this talent out anyways in a real game, just to play with it and just to see, how bad is it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the match. And while we're queuing up for a match, I mean, this goes without saying, but of course, when you pick Slug Shot, you're also losing out on the benefits of her other two talents, which honestly give far more benefits than Slug Shot does. 75% damage reduction while using Shoulder Bash? You can tank a Sky Bomb with that. And of course, with Fortress Breaker, you get a massive shield. And, with her shield reset cards, you can have that up pretty much all the time. So, yeah, you're just losing so much by picking Slug Shot. It's not even funny. Oh, and we're on Bazaar 2. This is such a good map to not run Slug Shot on. But we're doing it anyways, because content, I guess. Oh, gosh. Why did I think this was a good video idea? This is not a good video idea. It's not a good talent. That's the whole point of this. Also, of course, want to give a shout out to Hooven Fiend and Quizzy? I don't know. Shout outs to both of them for recognizing me. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so we are going up against a level 304 Tyra, Proxy, the level 210 Season 3 Grandmaster, although the Season 3 Grandmaster border could be a lie. But in this case, I doubt it. They seem like a pretty good player. And a level 85 Barrack mixed with a Golden Grover and a level 76 Eevee. Okay. So we've got a lot of tough opponents. We've got a lot of tough teammates too. A level 86 Leon and a level 73 Bomb King. So this is going to be a pretty high stakes match. And I'm basically throwing it. I'm so sorry. But, I mean, it's all to make a point. This talent is rubbish. So I don't want to do this. Let's see. Let's just go for my regular build that I always go for with Fortress Breaker, which is Shield Reset. So we've got 50% lifesteal, we've got Siege Engine 5, Ramparts 3, and we're basically going to spam out the shield. Of course, we don't have the benefits of Fortress Breaker, but we still get a lot of shielding, and honestly, that's just fine. So let's grab this. Let's grab, of course, some Cauterize. We'll get some Chronos later on, of course, for the shield reset. And we're going to try and be aggressive, but this is such a bad idea. And it's also a bad idea against Eevee because we're less likely to hit her because, obviously, we're not exploding things. This projectile is much smaller, so, I mean, you're losing out on all the benefits that normal weapon has on Ash. And then you're also just making it harder on yourself. This talent it sucks. It's like picking Ash and intentionally nerfing yourself. It's just such a bad idea. Anyways, hello, Tyra, how are you? I don't have explosions. Look at this, we're getting 0 value out of Slug Shot right now. 0 value. Oh my goodness, and she's gonna kill me because she has lifesteal. Holy crap. My goodness, that's a lot of healing in the early game. We took 5,300 damage from Tyra, and we're dead. Granted, with the other talent, we'd probably also be dead, but we could use a bigger shield. We could have had that 75% damage reduction on the wind-up while we were using our Shoulder Bash. So with the other two talents, we actually would have had a greater chance of living there. Now, of course, here we can hit that Androxus for a little bit more. But we still can't hit that Grover back there. We still can't hit... Well, actually, we can't hit that Grover back there now. But even still, a strong Jugo peeking is making things tough. But yeah, this is literally the only case where Slug Shot shines. And even still, like, in this range, I could have hit Grover and Eevee, but I only hit, one of them. Right here, I could be hitting, like, 2 to 3 enemies. I could be hitting Barrack and his turret. But no, we're just hitting one person per freaking shot. That's so bad. Alright, let me charge up one of these. We're going to get a shield right inside this room. Right inside these, like, close, tight hallways is where you want, nice AoE weapons. And we just got rid of our AoE weapon. So, I'm feeling a little bit goofy right now, honestly, picking this talent. Let's see, let's try to one of these. Let's get a shield down. I have an ult, thankfully. I think we're going to use it. What happened to my health? My shield disappeared and I kind of just died. I fell flat on my face. I think I might have taken an Ice Staff from Eevee at the same time as I took a nade launcher. that could be the case. I don't know. Anyways, let's try and head back out. Here's a shield. There we go. And we could follow this up with an ult. I think we will, because Androx is ulting. We barely made it back on the ground here. Let's knock you back. Let's get down a shield. I'm on fire right now. We're going to have to get out of the fire in a second. Let's start it back out now. Holy damage, I'm still dead. Oh my goodness. And yeah, I am missing that AoE so much. I feel like I'm just doing as little as I physically can be doing with this talent, because I'm just not having those explosions. I'm not hitting multiple people. This sucks. This really sucks, and we're losing horribly because of my terrible talent choice. If I went Fortress Breaker, I would have, you know, the big shields. I'd be able to protect my team from a lot more damage. I'd be able to protect myself from a lot more damage, especially in duels. And of course, if I went her other talent, which I'm forgetting the name at the moment, but if I went the other talent, I mean, I would have that damage reduction. I could charge up my shoulder bash combo and pretty much not worry about dying, and I'd be taking so much less damage. It'd be great. Bum King says they crashed in their back, so I guess that's also part of why we were losing at the start there. You know, not having an actual Bum King player. But, I mean, I'm not going to blame Bum King for the fact that this talent sucks and that I'm personally not doing much. So, let's go ahead and head to the right again. We're going to try and maybe beat up the Tyra, whoever comes over this way. And we'll just see, you know, how this goes. Okay, hello Tyra. Let's get a shield down. Look, I can't hit her behind this cover right here. Oh, and I've been crippled. And I think I'm dead. Yeah. Couldn't get that free damage, you know? With Ash's regular weapon, I would have been doing some tickle damage to that Tyra, you know? Would have been able to play a little bit of Cauterize in case Grover tried to blossom her. Would have softened her up a little bit by the time we actually got both of us in true line of sight. But no. We're just dying. There's not even a threat to the enemy team right now. Okay, here's this. Let's get rid of that turret, I guess. You know, can't hit the turret and the shield at the same time with this talent. That's just a no-no. Alright, I'm going to charge up this. I'm going to get back onto the point. Let's get the shield reset. We're going to throw that down here. Of course, my shield is quickly moving away from me, because I'm not going Fortress Breaker. I miss Fortress Breaker, honestly. That's like the only talent I've been using on Ash recently, just because of how good it is. You know, especially with the Siege Shield card, which resets the cooldown. So good. Alright, I'm gonna head over here. Oh, hi, Evie. Evie! What are you doing, Evie? Now, honestly, this talent didn't used to be this bad. Actually, back in the day, like, back in my day, you know, you youngins don't have the experience with this, but this talent actually used to give her, I think, 40 extra damage per shot. Sort of similar to how Tinkering works with Barret, where you get extra range, but then, you know, you can't hit headshots, but you get a little bit of extra damage on each shot. Kind of like that. And apparently, that was too strong, so they nerfed it. And it's been in this state ever since, where it just kind of sucks. And as you can see, by it kind of sucks, I mean, it really sucks. Like, I could be doing so much better if I just didn't pick this dumb talent.
I need it on the front.
Man, if they buffed this back to what it used to be, where it had, you know, a little bit of extra damage per shot, this would be a little bit more viable. I could see running this talent a little bit more if you want additional single target damage. Because then that would also fix the problem of Slug Shot being completely useless in close quarters. You know, because then you'd actually have that bonus damage, so when you go to do your, you know, your burst combo, which I can't even do apparently because Grover just said no, you know, you'd actually have that extra damage. And it would make sense. It would be an off-tank talent. But as it stands, this is literally just one of the worst talents in the game, if not the worst talent in the game, because it actively makes you worse. You get a tiny benefit and a whole lot of negatives. So, just don't run this talent. You see how much I'm suffering. Just don't do this to yourself. Don't play this. Don't play the Slug Shot talent. It's just, no. Okay, let's get another shield down. We're going to try and win this game to the best of our ability. We can hit Proxy up there. They are gonzo. But unfortunately, so is our Ceres. Let's try and do some damage. Oh, hi, Evie. Hopefully she just kind of stays back there. Now, in this, you know, small, niche little time frame where there's kind of just chilling in the back right now, we're a little bit more effective. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm not doing anything. I'm just tickling them. This is so pointless. I'm glad our teammates are getting some good kills, though. Bomb King Leon just got a good kill. Of course, Leon is dead now, which, you know, that's not very good. And yeah, like with this barrack setup, I'm just so bad against him now because I can't hit his turrets and him at the same time. I can't hit multiple turrets at the same time. If I went the regular taunt, I probably would have been able to hit 2, maybe even all 3 of those turrets at once. Just a pain. Alright, I'm going to ult this because I'm low and they're pushing up now. So let's buy us some time. Look at this! I could be hitting 3 people right now! I could be hitting the entire enemy team right now! But I can't! Oh, this is just awful! Look at that! I'm practically useless! Why does this talent exist? Why did we defend it there, man? We could have just let them go 0-4, walk all over us, and I could be done covering this talent, but I'm still covering this talent because the game is lasting longer. Let's get more cauterize. Let's get some chronos. Barrack wants me to shut my trap. Honestly, you're right. I should just shut up, stop complaining, and just end the video now. Because there's no point in even covering this further. You get the point. It's garbage. Okay, now we're gonna finish this game out, of course. We gotta show the stat screen after all, and show how little damage I did this match, and how few kills I got this match. Yeah! Okay, third time's a charm on the right, so we'll go over there. Maybe this time we'll kill Tyra? Who knows? We'll see. Is she gonna even go over this way? That's the question. And the answer is yes. She's over here again. Hello. You know the drill, I know the drill. Unfortunately, the rest of your team knows the drill, so I'm not actually going to go up there all the way. Wha-bam! There we go. Got the Androxus, let's hit you with this. Get a shield up. Trying to shield dance this, but unfortunately, there's just too many of them, not enough of me. Okay. Can't get Chronos 2. Or Chronos Dos, you know, the fun way to say it. Let's just group up. We got Stairs, we got Leon, we got Bomb King up here. Yeah, let's see. We can definitely get back to the point right now. But it's going to be difficult sustaining ourselves on the point. Alright, I'm going to charge up this. We're going to go in. There we go, let's do that. Let's help kill the Grover. Nice, let's get a second shield down here. Got a lot of shields down here on the point. Unfortunately, mine isn't as big as Barracks because I didn't go Fortress Breaker. Alright. Gonna get a kinetic burst. Let's knock you back for the shield reset. See, look, with the regular weapon, I would have been able to easily hit her. Without it, I need to be like a god at aiming. Which, you know, admittedly is my fault. That I'm not a god at aiming. But it's just so much easier and more reliable with the other 2 talents. And yeah, we're about to lose this game. I mean, I could go in and ult if we touch, but we're not going to touch. And honestly, good. I want to be done. That was the worst game of Ashe I've had in probably a year. Honestly, I was useless. Let's take a look at the stats. We got 72,000 shielding. Actually, I was able to spam shields a fair bit there. And yeah, we got less damage than Leon. I could have had top damage on the team, you know, if we just had the AoE weapon in a few instances there. Like that one instance where the entire team was grouped up. But, you know, we lacked on the damage. And we also only got 5 kills, which compared to the rest of my team is honestly pretty good. But compared to the enemy team, oh boy, I was slacking so much. And I still got fewer kills than the Barrack. Although, I also got more assists than him by a mile, so I don't know. That was just a really sad game. Granted, we did have a bot Bomb King. But when it comes to my personal performance, that game could have done so much more with everything else that she has. With her other 2 talents, with literally any other build. Like, just the fact that I picked Slug Shot lost us the game, or at the very least, mitigated our chances of winning, and lowered it by like 50%. Don't go with this talent, ever. It's trash. It needs a buff, or a rework. Just, it sucks. don't go it. That's my final message. If you guys have enjoyed, make sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe for more content like this from me. Also check out the Discord server and the Twitch channel, both of which are linked in the description down below. I stream regularly on Twitch, and we have a wonderful active community of people on Discord, so if you're looking for people to party up, that's the place to go. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.